You drop reactive forms, follow the Signal Forms docs, but your first Signal form throws a type error before it even renders. It kills your momentum, wastes hours of debugging time, and the official docs offers zero help. You'll see every wall that kills Signal Forms builds and exactly how to get past each one. The walls don't come from Signal Forms being hard. They come from applying reactive forms patterns to a completely different mental model. By the end, you'll know exactly which pattern to reach for and which one to leave behind. 4 concepts, 1 mental model. Signal stores your form data. Form connects it to a schema and returns a field tree. Schema is where all validation lives passed into form as a function. Model is your plain type script object, the data shape. The complete setup. Initial profile is your form model, a plain type script object. Signal wraps it as the reactive source of truth. Form connects it and returns a field tree. The schema function is where all validation lives. Required email pattern. Template required is silently ignored. But here's where every developer's first form dies. A type error at runtime. This field is not a function. This kills the attempt before the form even renders. The FieldTree field is a callable function, not a plain property. Accessing form email gives you a function reference. Calling form email returns the field state. That's where errors, value, and touched live. Without the call, you get type error. The cause is calling convention. Each field in the field tree is callable. You must call it as a function. Form email errors is wrong. You're accessing the function reference, not the state. Form email errors is correct. That set of parentheses returns the field state. Wall 3, you add required to your input. The form submits empty anyway. Signal Forms silently ignores every template attribute. And validators required from reactive forms. Wrong API, completely different system. 3 approaches, 3 failures. Template attributes are silently ignored. Signal Forms never reads the DOM for validation. Reactive Forms validators require form control, which doesn't exist in Signal Forms. And the RxJS debounce pipe, manual per field, no field state, the entire validation state is on you. All validation lives in the schema function. Required, email, pattern, built-in. Debouncing is first class. 1 debounce, call wraps every field automatically. No more RxJS debounce time pipe per field. It gets worse. Wall 4 has 19,000 Stack Overflow views. The moment you go from a flat object to a nested one, everything breaks, and the instinct to fix it makes it worse. Every nested object becomes its own field tree. Flat field, 1 call, field state, nested, navigate first. Form.fields.address, a field tree, not a value. .fields.city, field state. .value.set, form reacts, no spreading. The instinct is to use update with spread operators. That works, but it's verbose, error-prone, and defeats the reactive model. The field tree is the answer. Navigate directly to the nested field and set its value. The form reacts automatically, no spreading the entire object tree. You need a dynamic list, line items, order rows. You reach for form array. It compiles, but 0 field state per row, 0 per item errors. Form array is a reactive forms API, no Signal Forms integration. The fix has 0 official examples. 2 approaches developers try first. A separate form per item inside ng for no parent field tree, no shared schema, each item is isolated. Or form array from reactive forms, completely different API, no field state per row. Neither integrates with Signal Forms. applyEach is a schema factory for arrays. Every element in your signal gets its own field tree, its own validation, its own errors, its own touch state. Inside the applyEach callback item is that row's field tree. Call the form in your template, you get back 1 field tree per item. applyEach wraps each signal array item with its own schema. In the template, call items form, inside @for each item is a field tree, bind directly with form field. Then item gives the field state invalid, error summary, every row its own reactive validation. Adding an item is just pushing to the signal. Wall 6, everyone writes the same 3 variables for form submission: is loading, is submitted, and a server error string. Signal Forms built all 3 in. Most developers never find them. Here's what it looks like in code: 3 properties wired by hand. Is loading toggled in every try and finally block. Is submitted set manually on success. Server error as a plain string, not bound to a field, not reactive, just a string you push to the template. Signal Forms replaces all 3. Is being submitted is a reactive signal, true while the handler runs, bind it directly to disabled on your button. Submitted flips true on success. Server errors aren't strings, return them from the submit handler and they bind to specific field trees automatically. The submit wrapper handles everything. Pass your form and an async handler. Inside, call your API, return errors as field-bound objects. Each object targets the exact field tree. Kind is your error code, message is what the user sees. Signal Forms updates that field's error state and clears is being submitted automatically. Before the bonus I promised, the production checklist. No undefined in your model, use empty string. Schema validators in a separate exported function for unit testing. Submit handler returns server errors. Disabled binding on the submit button. applyEach for every array field. Angular version pinned. This API is experimental in 21. And if you're migrating from reactive forms, don't rewrite everything at once. The SignalFormControl compat bridge lets you add a single signal-backed field inside an existing form group. Migrate field by field. Graduate the entire form when you're comfortable. If you're on Angular 20 or earlier, wait. The API will change. Remember I said every tutorial makes a mistake that costs you a full debugging day? Here it is. If you see the signal form, value changes in your codebase, that is not signal forms. That is reactive forms with signal output, completely different APIs. No field tree, no schema, no applyEach. Confusing these two is the #1 reason signal forms migrations stall. That's all 8 walls, the complete production pattern. If this saved you a debugging day, hit like. The companion course covers full enterprise migration, testing strategies for 100% coverage, and the resource API integration, link in the description. Drop a comment, which wall did you hit?